and welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie and today, as you can see from the title down below, we have a full face of L'Oreal makeup. Now everything that I have on my face, minus lashes and brows, is from L'Oreal, but fear not, I have recommendations. I've just personally run out of these products, but these are all of the things that I have on my face today. Little sneak peek there. If you want to see what products I have used today, my thoughts and feelings and how I created this look, just keep on watching. So I've already done all of my skincare. I always do that about 20 minutes before I start filming, just to give it a chance to soak in, to give my skin a chance to calm down, because it does go quite red after touched it all and everything. So I'm going to start with, no surprise here, this is the L'Oreal Glossary Natural Glow Enhancer. This is in the shade Light Glow, but I think when I bought this off the Boots website it said that it was called medium. Either way, Light Glow is what it says on the bottle, and I take about that much product and just smush it in between my fingers and then put it onto my skin. And it is the most beautiful finish. I can't seem to find it on very many websites online anymore. When I got this tube and the 4 that I have back up in my drawers, they were reduced on Boots and I panicked because I thought that they were getting rid of them. But I think they're still on Boots. They haven't been on Superdrug in forever. But as you can see, it doesn't look like glitter, it doesn't really look like anything, it just looks like my skin is more hydrated. I am obsessed. I will keep this out because I will be using it again, but as a primer, that's not its purpose, but that's what I use it for. As a primer, I love it. It's one of my favourite L'Oreal products of all time, but definitely for like base products, I use it all the time. The next product that I'm going in with is the Skin Paradise Tinted Water Cream, SPF 20, which is fantastic, and I have this in the shade Fair 02. So there is a shade lighter than this. I can't remember what I think of it. I haven't used it since last summer because it is more of like a summery product. I remember that, but I remember thinking that I really enjoyed it. Well, I remember loving it, but I can't remember why. And I feel like my skin is in quite a different place than it was last summer and last year, actually. I'm using a lot of different skin products. So I've just dotted that on and I look crazy. I have a sponge, but I think I'm going to try it with a brush first. And yeah, I still love this. It's going on so smooth, light coverage, light feeling, it just feels like a moisturiser on the skin. Everything is just a little bit evened out. I'm going to add just a touch more across the middle of my face, as I generally always would. Yeah, I still love that. I haven't used it since, it must have been 7, 8 months since I've used this. I still love it. For concealer, I'm not sure if this is going to work. This is the True Match Eye Cream in a concealer, and this is in the shade 1 to 2 Ivory Beige, and I remember thinking that this was quite dark, but it is light coverage, so I just want a little bit more under my eyes and like in this area of my eyes. I have only ever used this concealer in summer, firstly, when I'm more tanned. Obviously you can see that this isn't the greatest colour for me, but I've only ever used it in summer when I'm more tanned and on completely bare skin. So we'll see how it looks over the top of, not foundation, this water cream. It blends out so nicely and it looks like nothing on the skin, but it just gives you a little bit of coverage for like a no makeup look. I wear this, or I used to wear this for work when I didn't have anything else on. I just wanted something to cover up my eyes a little bit, but it does just feel like an eye cream. It's a really interesting formula. I do keep meaning to pick this up in a lighter, less yellow shade, but actually that doesn't look too bad now that that's blended out, because the water cream was a little bit yellow anyway. That looks, yeah, that looks fine. So they're both light coverage, but I feel like that is just the right amount for what I want for like an everyday, like not doing anything but just want something to make myself feel a bit better. I feel like that is a really great combo actually. And even now I have primer, foundation and concealer on my face, and it just feels like nothing because they're all really lightweight, really hydrating products. And I feel like coming into summer and with the weather hopefully getting warmer, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, this is absolutely the vibe that I go for. So I did pick out this from my drawers. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Freshware Foundation in a powder. I did try this on my channel many moons ago, and I did use the little sponge that comes with it. I have kept it, but I don't generally use that. I use this more as like a setting powder that gives me a little bit of coverage. Because I use it so lightly and sort of across everywhere, I don't find that the coverage is overpowering. It just sort of softens everything, mattifies everything really nicely, but without it looking powdery. It still does have that freshness to it, whilst adding a little bit of coverage and keeping everything in place all day. I enjoy it more as a setting powder like this, lightly over the face, than I did as a foundation itself. So like swiped onto the skin without sponge. I prefer using it this way, and I do use it regularly like this. Next is an absolute classic. This is one of the first makeup products that I ever bought. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette. I get these off Amazon. That's the only place that I've been able to find them, but you can see how loved and abused this one is. It's quite hard to actually get the product out now, but this is one of my favourite cream contours. The colour of it is perfect for me. It's really soft and buildable, but I just love it. I keep going back to this one even when I'm trying other products. It's similar in tone to the e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. It is quite similar to that, but this is just a bit creamier. That one is a bit firmer. And I love it. I love both of these. They are different, but this is a L'Oreal video, so I had to pick a L'Oreal one. So I think the key word for today is going to be natural. It is a natural, bronzy, contoured look. It does look contoured, but it looks natural. That looks like I actually have a shadow under there, which I can confirm I do not. Next up is blush. Now this is not my favourite blush by any means, but it's the only one that I have from L'Oreal, so I'm giving it another go. I keep trying all of my like old makeup and thinking, is it as awful as I remember? Because I remember really not liking this. The shade is just not one that I would normally go for, but then saying that my preferences have changed and continue to change, will continue to evolve, so I'm gonna give it a go. I do just think I prefer more of like a brighter pop of pink rather than peach. Did I even say what this is? This is the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush. I just think the tone of it, I think I prefer more of like a hot pink pop of colour, and I feel like this is quite natural, whereas I like something a bit more visible. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like I like something that's like, oh, I like your blush, whereas this does just look a bit wishy-washy on my skin tone, I suppose. I mean, it's fine. It's maybe not as awful as I thought it was when I first tried it. I mean, you can tell how little I've used it because that imprint is still very much in there, and that does look quite glowy. Okay, yes, I like it more than I was giving that credit for. I take it back. It's pretty, it's just not my preferred colour palette. So I had a powder highlighter from L'Oreal. I'm fairly certain I haven't thrown it away. I just can't find it anywhere. But I can go in with this. The Glossary Natural Glow Enhancer works really, really well over the top of makeup. So I've got a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. I'm just going to pat that in between my fingers and dab that, not on my hair, dab that over the top of my cheeks, and that will just add back a little bit of that glow, just exactly where I want it, around the outsides of my face, on the top of my cheeks, and just target it a little bit more. It works well over powder. I have used it over powder. I've used it on a no makeup day, and it just adds a little bit of glow back into the skin. So the next product that I would go on to now would be my brows. I ran out of my very favourite brow pencil from L'Oreal, the Brow Expert one in the grey tube. I have run out of that. It is similar, however, to this one from Shein, so I'm going to use this today. It was a similar tone to this, and the actual nib was the same shape, so it's almost like a teardrop shape. And because this isn't the L'Oreal one, I will just skip over this, but this is a similar one. I do highly recommend the L'Oreal one. It worked really well. I used it on my wedding day. So I'm just going to fill in my brows. So this is the L'Oreal Black Lacquer by Superliner Waterproof Eyeliner. This has a really interesting like foam brush tip. It's not a brush, it's like a felt tip pen, and it's not super precise, but it's so easy to use. Obviously I don't have anything else on my lid. I'm just going to make sure it's all set with one of my brushes here. I would normally put like a crease product through a crease, obviously, but because I don't have like a powder bronzer, I'm just going to skip that step for today. This eyeliner is waterproof. I'm not going to be able to talk quality of this, so I'll just tell you about it before. This is waterproof, but it comes off really easily. I wish I'd had this on my wedding day because I absolutely would have used it. It's super black, it's super easy to apply, it's super easy to get a very precise wing and to clean it up while it's still wet. I really enjoy it. So I'm just going to do a wing, and I need to concentrate. So it's not a completely matte eyeliner. It does have a little bit of a lacquer texture to it, which I know that's the name of it, but it does have that sort of texture to it. It is really comfortable, it's really easy to work with. My only problem is I do wish that tip was a little bit more precise, but other than that, absolutely no complaints. I don't have a mascara. I absolutely adore the L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara. It has a natural bristle wand, which I just find grabs the lashes and builds them up, and it's so dramatic and it lasts amazingly all day. Again, it's another one that I've run out of and I haven't picked up yet, so I'm going to use something similar just to get the same sort of effect. So this is the vibe of the Miss Manga mascara. It's not the Miss Manga mascara, it's a different one, but this is the sort of look that it gives. It's so thickening, it's so lengthening, it's really dramatic, it builds up so nicely. It is one of my favourites, and I'm slowly convincing myself that I need to order a new one, but let's just move on to lips. This is the L'Oreal Paris. I always get the name wrong. This is the Lip Rouge Signature Lip Ink. Something like that. I always get it wrong. I always get it wrong, but it's one of my favourites, so I shouldn't get it wrong. And I have two shades. I have I Don't, which is more of like an orangey red, and I have I Am Worth It, which is more of a neutral red. I hope you can see the difference there. So this one is I Don't, and this one at this side is I Am Worth It. I love both of these. I wear them, I could pick either of them up. If I had to just choose one, I would choose I Am Worth It, just because it's more of a neutrally red tone, whereas this one is a bit orange. I'm sorry if you can hear the cat eating. So I'm going to apply I Am Worth It all over the lips. You also don't need a lip liner with this, which I love. So as you can see, it is such an intense red colour, and this literally goes on in one swipe. It's the easiest lip product I've ever used, without a doubt the easiest. It just goes on like a dream. This will last all of today. It will last all of tomorrow. This actually stains your lips, this colour, not in a bad way. It looks incredible and it's so comfortable. It just feels like you've put a lip balm on your lips, and it's this colour, it's this intense. I am obsessed. If you're looking for a long wearing red lip, genuinely this is your one. I have tried the nude, some of the nude shades, obviously not all of them. I've tried some of the nude shades that are in this formula, and they're not as good. The reds absolutely stay on your lips. I also have a deep like plummy purple from this formula, so I think maybe the dark shades are a bit different to the light shades, because the light ones I've tried aren't as good, aren't as pigmented. The dark ones are so intense. This will still be on my lips tomorrow, which is a bit of a problem because I am filming another video today. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So this is my full face of L'Oreal. I love everything. Everything here I've tried before. I'm not claiming that this is a first impression. It absolutely is not. Everything here I've tried before. Everything here is firm favourites. Even the things that I don't have currently that I'm just recommending to you without actually showing. These are such great products, and I just think that L'Oreal as a brand is a really, really incredible one. For the price that you pay, I feel like the products are such high quality. So let me know in the comment section down below what your favourite L'Oreal product is. I'm always looking to expand my L'Oreal collection because I think that the brand is really incredible. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and also leave in the comment section down below what brand of full face you want me to do next. I've got in mind Elf, Revolution, Maybelline. What other ones should I add in? Maybe Revlon? Maybe Rimmel? We've got options, but let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!